Yeah, you know me. Don't act like a bunch of jabronis singing.
Hi, we're here at the wonderful, we're doing the hang at the Treefort Fest with Kosha Dillz.
Treefort Festival.
How you enjoying the fest so far?
I just
is it
checked
good?
in. I like any festival that has a really great backstage area with great internet, good snacks. There's a nice spread. They have a good spread back there. Bagels, and coffee, and good cheeses.
Bagels are number one on my list too. So, who are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm excited to see Wheelchair Sports Camp. I'm excited to see Mac DeMarco, who I met backstage at some festival in Holland, and that's how I connected with him. And there's, I don't know, I like randomly walking into places and seeing artists. Like my friend Open Mike Eagle played yesterday. There's this rapper named Sapient, that's cool, that's staying with someone that's also DJing, so we're supporting each other artists. And I just met this Israeli guy that's I know you, and you're in this band, Miser.
Miser, shout out to Miser.
Miser.
Are they straight from Israel or?
Well, one of the guys is, and I think the other band's from Seattle.
Cool.
So
nice. You never know who you're going to meet at these. That's the nice thing, right, about traveling to these festivals. You never know who you're going to meet. It's a small world, small community.
I like randomly meeting people.
Totally. So let me know what you're up to these days. What do you got a new album coming out?
Yeah. Well, my album, What I Do All Day in Pickle. It's a large title, but the album cover is. It's a spoof on Andy Warhol's Velvet Underground and Nico with the pickle. And,
That's fantastic.
Because you get the image come up on the screen. But it's cool. I toured it with Modest Yahoo last summer and 311. So I was just doing our song on the record. And the album ended up charting on Billboard. And I just did South by Southwest, and I curated my third showcase there called Owyhee. And we had some amazing acts. We had the Cool Kids play. We had Roll Me Don't play. We had Smoke Season play. Kolars. Who I'm also excited to see, Kolars. And now I'm doing the Owyhee USA tour, which unfortunately does not include Vancouver on this tour. But this is the first date that now I'm on a roll every day. Another city.
Let me ask you a question. What album inspired you to start rapping? Was there a record in particular that got you
I mean, to be honest, I came out in a weird time. I'm older than the young guys and younger than the old, so I came out in the era of really nerdy backpack rap. But it really, when Definitive Jux, Run the Jewels was Company Flow before that, and I was listening to a lot of Company Flow. I was listening to Cannibal Ox, Cold Vein. I obviously listened to Biggie Smalls in 95 and Tupac, and even some Digital Underground in my original CD case, and Rampage. And I also listened to all my brother's tapes. Pantera. I had Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Smashing Pumpkins. So I had a really wide array of, Rancid, Salvation. I just remember all the music I used to warm up to when I was wrestling in high school, and that was the stuff that I was learning.
Did you wrestle too? That's incredible.
Yeah.
Really?
You see these ears, guys?
Yeah. I know.
D1, yeah. Take down the
So what album? You didn't give me the specific album that made you want to rap. I mean, you mentioned a lot of stuff, but give me one.
Cold Vein was amazing. Cold Vein, Cannibal Ox of Cold Vein. It was I just remember that record, and we used to just bump it in the car. And then Only Built for Cuban Links, Raekwon, was really influential in my life. I just remember at that time, that was the stuff that I would always rap over. And those specific albums, there's two different genres, Cannibal Ox, they were not working with, Raekwon at the time. And those were albums that I played over and over and over again. And I wanted to release a record. That was what I wanted to do. That was what being an accomplishment was. You're not a rapper until you release a vinyl. And then I never got a record deal, but I put out my own vinyl.
Hands in the air, exercise a little something hey, can I get up? No, you can't. Say it loud, can I get up? No, you can't.
So give us an artist today, a young and up and coming artist, or someone you're down with that we should all listen to. An album. Who has an album out?
An amazing album that some people might have missed, I would say, is Homeboy Sandman, The Good Son, and he is just a guy that, I was doing shows with in 2000. He's on Stone's Throw now, but I just remember when he came out of New York, and it was oh man, it's like really cool hip hop in New York that was like coming back, that was going to be really weird, and people were catching on to it. And there wasn't a long time of that because, you know, pants started getting tighter, the clothing started changing. A$AP Rocky came out 2011, 12. Like New York started changing a little bit, you know, and that kind of genre of music was like almost us. And we're like, wow, this is like the guy that was like the local guy at all the shows, hanging out with people, and now he's, you know, getting 300 people at a show. And that was something that was really magnificent. It wasn't on a big label. It wasn't on some sort of big indie underground label. So if you do look at Point Boy and Sandman, The Good Son, really amazing album.
Which is the rapper again that puts out all his own stuff as well too? I mean, he gives all his music away. He's a huge star.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, he's an amazing story. Isn't he an amazing story? I mean, that's
Chance
he
the
makes lots of
Rapper.
money touring. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Chance the Rapper is obviously amazing. You know, a great rapper, great representative of Chicago, great performer, has a live band, has, you know, massive following. His little brother is actually Taylor Bennett, is like super crushing right now too.
Right.
And yeah, man, it's really, I don't know how to navigate. Like I can make the music and I don't know, it's hard to navigate being cool on the internet, you know? You just, I don't know. I was like a wrestler. I just want to like fight people and eat food and just, I do Jewish stuff. It's like weird. Like nothing, actually everything I do is probably what the opposite of what I advise another artist to do. Yeah, like do you want to grow up and rap at synagogues and go on tour with Modest Yahoo and drive 8 hours to play somewhere in France and no one knows English and then go sell CDs in the crowd? And do you want to do that? Well, stay tuned. That's
Hey, a Tupac on this end. Say it, a Tupac on. I ain't rap about things in space. I rap about things like the lean front in your face. Yeah, hip hop used to be so classic. Nowadays, too many kids is not getting their ass kicked.
I mean, I haven't had a regular job in a long time.
that's cool. I mean, you're doing things on your own terms, so that's. I mean, for an artist, that's the most important thing. Well, an artist with integrity, that's probably the most important thing in the world.
Integrity.
So, yeah.
Zoom in on that.
One more. Let me give you one. Let me ask you one more. So, give us an album that everyone should have in their collection. It can be a hip hop album. It can be, you know, anything which you think, which you fall back on, which, you know, stirs you emotionally. You know, might make you want to cry, make you happy.
I don't know about crying. Nothing against crying.
Yeah.
I've done it once. No, I'm thinking AC/DC Back in Black. I just feel like it's time to kick some ass, guys. And you need to get up off your ass behind a computer and get out there and live your life. And that's AC/DC. You know?
That's a good, yeah.
And that's, you know, and I tell that to myself. Sometimes I'm like, you know, what's really interesting, you know, I mean, I listen to tennis. I did show, most of my music I digest is of people that I meet, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to listen to your music all day now. So I digest music different than a regular consumer, you know what I mean? Because I'm like trying to meet random people all over, and my desires in life are different. But something that was ingrained in me my entire life and that transcends so many generations, AC/DC's Back in Black, I feel like. Is there an album called Back in Black?
That's a good pick. Yeah. It's a great pick.
All right, cool. Yeah, AC/DC.
That's a great pick. Kosha Dillz. Sorry, thanks so much for checking in with us at the Treefort Fest.
Treefort it is.
In Boise, Idaho. Beautiful Boise, Idaho.
The 208.
Yeah. Do you have any final words of wisdom or thoughts for the folks of the World Wide Web?
You know, get off the internet. Go live your life, you know. But I check out KoshaDillzWorld.com. Check out all your website stuff and do the likes and comments. And
thank you.
I hope you guys check out my album, What I Do All Day in Pickle. It's a good one.
We will for sure. And yeah, thanks again. It's really, we appreciate it.
Everything is kosher. Say everything is kosher. Turn me up. And you say it like everything is kosher. Yo, DJ, everything is kosher. Say everything is kosher. All right. Mike is